good.
Everybody,
you know, they tell me life don't come with no menu, so we're gonna take it a day at a time.
Man, about time you got here, man. Light your cigar, do whatever you gotta do. Get comfortable so we can get this game going. Oh, shit, what do you need to come out? Man, just hold your man, man. That's all you gotta do. Play some defense.
Man, too late, man. Domino, game.
good days, great nights. Good days, great nights. Ooh, oh, oh. Pick your favorite cigar. Some cognac.
Well. We back again. We back. Thank you guys for tuning in for today's GreatNights podcast. I think this gonna be a special one. You here?
I'm here.
You can hear now?
I can hear now.
Okay. We good. We should be good. I think this one gonna be a real special one. I say all of them special, but this one of my good friends right now. I.e. Toxic Church People is my group. We're going to shout them out in a minute, but before we go too far, I go by Cool Breeze. Some people call me 33. Uncle Al, depends on what you know. My kids call me Daddy, so that's cool. I'm probably your mama's and your auntie's favorite new podcast host, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all again for tuning in. We got a rule of thumb here. So we never really tell them your name before we get a different way to view you. Okay. Sometimes people base you off of what they heard, what they seen, or what somebody said about you. So I like to base my thing a little bit different. I base it off of music. Music is everything to me. Mm-hmm. Outside of God and some other things like that, music is like a key thing to me, so that's how I kind of tie it in. So we call it the top 5 vibes. All right. So we base it off of that. So how we gonna do it is road trip. I'm big on road trips. So we was getting in the car right now, or in the Sprinter, or we was in the Bourbon. Mm-hmm. It's about 6 of us. You get the aux cord. It's your turn. So you got to give me 5 songs that describe you as a person. So I know you, okay, but maybe the other 4 people in the car don't, or maybe 2 or 3 don't know you. Mm-hmm. First of all, where you want to go?
Where I want to go on the road trip?
Where the road, you get to pick the place, and you get to turn the driver.
We go to Chi-Town.
We're going to Chi, so we're going to Chi City.
Yeah.
You can be the night driver. You can be the day driver.
I'll be the night driver.
You're going to be the night driver?
Yeah.
Okay, night driver.
Because I'm going to slow us down, with the vibes, but I'm going to get us there because the songs are long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 songs, if you can, in between. Break them down, like, how it ties into you a little bit, if you can.
For sure. I would play Stevie Wonder. It is called, oh goodness, I could sing it.
I mean, hum a little if you want to, but hey, that's on you if you want to.
The second half of it is Superwoman, and the first half is, oh man, I don't think it's Summer Soft, but it just.
So it's a 2-in-1.
It's a 2-in-1, yeah.
And okay, so you said the second half is called what now?
Superwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where were you? Where were you when I needed you last summer? And then,
so the song off of Poetic Justice.
Yeah,
when she's sitting back on the joint with the vinyls.
Yes.
Okay. I never knew the name. Okay. Oh yeah.
I think that is that one. Yeah.
That's off of Poetic when she's sitting there. You said you read with me summers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's you cut up. We're gonna have a good one.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Okay.
I would play Me and Those Dreamy Eyes of Mine by D'Angelo. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Femininity by Eric Benet.
Okay.
And then Electric Lady by Janelle Monáe.
Okay.
And how would I end us off? Who's that lady?
Okay, so let's go. Okay. The Stevie Wonder song.
For sure.
What's so special about it to you?
To me, it gives me, I don't know, it really reminds me of myself. Like when I hear it from beginning to end. Okay. I love the way that it sounds and the way that it feels. Okay. But the Superwoman song, It's like Mary wants to be a superwoman. It's like trying to do everything.
Yes, ma'am.
And I feel like I try to do everything.
Put your hands in everything.
So
Okay.
it's
So
like,
busy.
yeah, I think that's
cool. So then D'Angelo, Dreaming Eyes.
because I be crashing sometimes.
You be crashing. okay. Yeah, but that's the first album. That's Raphael Sadiq with
Yes, that's my jam.
And then you said Electric Lady.
Electric Lady, because I feel like I'm an electric lady. I think that
course.
song, and Solange is in that song too. I think she co-wrote that song, so it's
Okay.
like both of my girls, Janelle Monáe and Solange.
Gotcha.
They're electric ladies to me, and I feel like I could ride. You know,
Gotcha.
if we was an electric lady gang or something like that, I would be in it.
Y'all would be in there. And then the last two. What was the last two you said?
Last two, I said, who's that lady?
Yeah.
Because I feel like people always try to figure me
Figure
out.
you out.
I'm not
That's
too
dope.
deep, but it's like people still feel like they don't know all of me. I'm like,
Okay.
I mean, that's cool, that's cool.
Okay. So
And what was the other one?
what was the last one you just said? You gave me NDRE? Was it NDRE?
No, it wasn't NTRE.
What was it? What was it?
Um,
I gotta think. Let me think. My memory's shot today.
man.
Well, give me an extra
I just said it. Right. Let's see. I don't know. I can't think of another one now.
I know a song.
What's that?
I'll put it on my file, but you give me yours.
Okay.
You give me one more. Just one more.
Tina Marie Square Biz.
Okay, that's just a bop.
Yeah,
That's just a bop.
but I mean the rhymes though. The
Gotcha.
rhyme, I could resonate with what she rhymed about. Like,
Okay, no doubt. So without further ado, I have the lovely Jazz here.
It is
Jass
I.
Crouch. I want to make sure I give my partner flowers right now. You see what I'm saying? So I'm kind of challenging myself. So
Okay.
if you don't mind, I give you my new 5.
Mm-hmm.
I got a new 5 right now. Crossroads by Jass Crouch.
I love it.
It's a vibe. I like that song. We're gonna talk about it, but I like that song. Phil Perry, Forever.
Okay.
The live instrumentation of it, him talking about growing up with his father, and his father telling him like, one day you're gonna find love, and this is what love looks like. We'll say Donnell Jones. He Won't Hurt You Again.
Okay.
Just because as a youngster, that was one of the ones I rode around in the Cadillac playing, and I thought that was the coolest bop.
That's a good one. The beat is nice too.
The beat is nice. Let me see. That's 3. We'll do Silk. Don't Go to Bed Mad.
Okay.
That's just more or less of on some relationship stuff. I always talk about it. Kind of get your get your issue off. And last but not least, I'll probably do right now Donny Hathaway.
Okay.
For Who Knows.
All right.
The song, the concept,
The vocals.
like it give you chills. Like when he's like, we may never see each other again. Like just the fact that he took a chance on the moment. A lot of times we don't take a chance on the moment.
I love that.
So definitely that.
I remember my other one.
What is it?
It was Eric Benet, Femininity.
Tell me a little bit.
When I was a little girl listening to that song, I
Yes,
didn't
ma'am.
quite understand it.
Okay.
But I still loved it.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
vibed with it. But when I came into my adulthood, I was like, that's the kind of that's the epitome of like the kind of grace I would want to have or I aspire to have.
Got you. That's what's up. So man, first of all, I got to tell you thank you again for coming, hanging out with me. We got some big things that we doing these days, so we're gonna talk about those. But my question to you right now, with everything going on in the world right now, you kind of moving, grooving. You're doing the music thing, of course, skating, hanging out in the clubhouse with us, working, being a mother. How do you find the balance? Like every day, how do you get that little bit of piece of time for just you and keep it? Like if you can give some advice as a mother, how do you get that time, that balance?
Start the day with yourself. Give yourself enough time to start with you, and then end the day with yourself too.
Okay.
Lean into the things that you love, like skating and music, and like especially talking to the homies. Like, those are things that I really enjoy. I feel like that's me time.
Right.
Those are definitely me time. And then I carve out fun time with my son too. You know, it's definitely the best time spending with him, and he enjoys all of those things. Like I just got him a pair of skates for his birthday.
Okay, so is he ready?
He's ready. He's ready to take on the.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you gonna take him outside first, or you gonna take him inside?
Take him outside first.
Get it out the way.
Yeah, because I feel like he might be. I did take him a couple of months ago, and he's intimidated a little bit with other people around. So I was like, it's just me and you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. And then he's helped me with like production. So like music, he's down with. Like we freestyle in the car.
Okay.
On the way from or to school. Like
you the
we'll
cool
play.
mom.
Yeah, we have beats. We just play and we'll just go back and forth. I'm like, you're gonna be the coolest one at the table. Like
so he's super rich kids. He's super rich. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that's balance right there. I mean, I get to do all those things and enjoy them for real. Fully.
That's cool. So being a mom, being an entertainer, how do you? Has he had that moment where somebody like, do you know who your mama is, or is he kind of like? Is he just like, I know who she is, or is he kind of like, No,
he's hype about everything. Yeah. He's super hype. So when I was a part of the Genius competition.
Tell me about it.
Yes, so Genius had a competition that they do on live stream Twitch.
Right.
And they choose an art or 5 artists really every week to go head to head with their songs, and they chose mine. So I submitted on a Wednesday, I submitted on a Tuesday. They hit me back on a Wednesday, and they're like, "You're in this for this Friday." So I told him he don't know what Genius is.
Right.
He don't really know what Instagram is like that. But he's like, "Oh yeah, your song's gonna win." So when it won, he was like, "I knew it was gonna win." Or he'll be on there, he'll be like, "Well, I don't really like that song. I think yours is gonna win." Like he just hypes me up.
And so how many weeks though?
I made it 3 weeks.
Okay.
I made it 3 weeks, but I didn't win the 3rd week. And so you had to win 3 to make it to the end. But it was fun. It was so fun.
Man, you don't listen, to me, like I told you on Clubhouse and the rest of us told you, like, man, we rooting for you. Just because of the vibe and just because that's something, like you said, to submit it one day and the next day they hit it right back, that's somebody believing in your craft. You dig what I'm saying? So, like, that's a vibe itself. And everybody has different ones off the album that they like that's in the group with it. So they all like different ones. But I think that's cool, man, that your son can get a chance to see his mom get her flowers now. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because some people don't get to see their parents live out their dreams. You see what I'm saying?
He comes to performances too.
That's dope.
He'll dance on the side of the stage. Like everybody loves him. Like he helped me produce Grow.
Right.
So when I sing that song, like he'll be hyped because his voice is on it. He's like, "Oh, I'm a featured artist now."
Okay. Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah.
So that's cool. That's super, super cool. What's up, my guy? Oh man, by the way, let me get this out of the way. We have Pure Hookah Lounge on 34th and Main. My guys, they always take care of y'all, man. We ain't gonna pull the hookah today, but first person coming here and yell GoodDays, GreatNights, we're gonna pay for the hookah. So we're gonna do them like that. But always come, they always show us love. They let us record here and kind of do our thing here. So that's dope. So with your son, what how are you pushing him in the sense of like his goals? Like, are you kind of like trying to like let him find his own way, or how does motherhood look like when you're dealing with your son?
I'm still in the phase of letting him find his own way, but like putting things in front of him to see like what he likes the most. Like that's why I let him get in on the music and like I let him, he wants to skate. Maybe he just likes to see me skate. And so he thinks, okay, this is cool. So we'll see, if he doesn't like skating, then it's not the end of the world for me. It's like, we're going to try what we like until we get, So, but like sports and stuff like that, I'm willing to get on the game with him. I'm willing to get in the backyard, play basketball.
I seen the basketball. I see the basketball.
That, yes, we play Mortal Kombat. We play 2K. So I try to do what he likes to, so then he knows like this is trial and error in life. Like you don't always pick the things that you like when you're a kid. Like I sang when I was a kid, but I didn't know I could really sing when I was a kid. So it was like.
So what was that? Just like was it like church growing up?
I was in the church choir, so I thought I could sing amongst people, but I didn't get my first solo until I was about like a senior in high school.
Okay.
So it was like, I could do this.
Okay.
I thought this was good.
That's what's up.
But yeah, so I mean, I started writing when I was younger.
Okay.
So I like for him to get into his imagination bag. Like we gonna have fun with the whole like freestyles in the car and stuff. But also, what do you like to do? He loves math. I am not a mathematician.
Person. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. But I'm like, yes, that 2 + 2 does equal 4.
That's it. That's all I got. That's what's up.
So I'll be with him with what he likes. But we finding it for sure.
That's cool. So like, I think I read an article one time. It was we was at work, and they was showing us this article one time. And they was getting on parents that get on their kids about coloring in the lines, and they're like, "Man, you got to color in the lines. Like, what are you doing?"
Shout out to my mama.
And my mom was the same way. Like, she used to take that black crayon and she would outline it first, then put the color to it, right? So as you learning how to color in the lines, I feel like it was kind of putting us in a box in the sense. But in the article, it was saying the same thing. Like, you got to allow your kids to color outside the lines.
Yeah, because it defines that it's a right and a wrong way to do it.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I agree. That's exactly why I parent the way that I do.
Yeah.
It's like, it may not be the way that everybody does it, but
Correct.
it doesn't mean that.
And every kid is different. Every parent's different. And I think some things work. And I think some things work that's so cool. When it do work, you can turn back and be like, dang, I didn't have to yell. Or I didn't have to be a disciplined parent. I can still be the cool parent and still get it away. And I think when you try to tell them the moon is this color or the grass is this color, but in their mind, and I think other people say the imagination is the coming of life's attraction. So what you're going to see. So I think that's cool. That's dope.
What do they see? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's dope as a mom that you kind of let him freehand and do it. Because it don't really come with no manual. And you'll figure it out along the way. So when you look back over at your childhood now that you're older, do you have like a list, not a list of regrets, but you have some things like maybe with music, could have done it earlier, or just other things that you think that you could have done to change the narrative?
I definitely feel like I could have started earlier.
Okay.
But I'm glad I started when I did.
Gotcha.
With what I did. Because like while I was writing, I was still sending them to the homies and like they were listening to them.
Right.
You know, they're my soundboards and
Right.
all my little voice memos. But I think the experience that I wrote about, especially on my project at the close of a decade, I wouldn't have had that. Like it would have just been like just making up some stuff or whatever the case is. But I've enjoyed it now because I'm more confident in myself.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
it's like you can't tell me this isn't good because I
made it.
I made it. I liked it.
Right.
That's why it's out.
So what was that like? What was that? How long did it take you to put the project together?
Well, I had been sentenced. A few of the songs were already written. Like "Play Your Cards" was a song that I wrote years ago.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I sat on that one, but my friends were like, "This is such a good song. Just release this song." And so I posted on Twitter that I was going to release a project.
Right.
That's how it started. People were like, "Okay, yeah," and I was like, "Oh no, too much attention to this post because y'all don't like and retweet the other ones." Where y'all come from? But people kept me accountable. So I say it took me about 6 full months to complete that full, project on my iPad.
On the iPad. iPad, and was it like a little mini or something going on?
No, it was just an iPad and my Apple headphones for a minute, and then I bought this Amazon mic for about $15. And
so it didn't take that much.
It didn't. No, it didn't.
And so, dang, that's crazy. So Amazon mic, iPad.
Yeah, and my phone too, because I used to record on breaks and stuff. I would go to my car when I was going into work and record in the car, or I record in the break room if nobody was in there,
That's
or
dope.
drive down the street. Even recording on the way to school, like it safely, of course. I wasn't recording and driving, but
we got Bluetooth. It's okay.
Yeah, that's
take the echo out. We'll wink at them about that. So that's cool.
Yeah, but definitely just using the time that I had to just record it.
So how does that feel, like hearing your music, like to hear somebody else like playing your music?
That's crazy. That's the crazy part because I didn't know people would enjoy it so much.
Right.
It was just for me to put it out because people were like, "Oh, this is good. Like, do this." I'm like, "Okay, here." Since y'all want it so bad.
Right. Because man, I was looking like I think anybody that puts their stuff out on any platform, but the dopest thing ever was to see you, to look on Apple Music and type your name in.
Yeah,
that's dope.
It is, and to be in playlists with other right. It don't matter that I ain't in rooms rubbing elbows with these people, but like you want to play my song along with it, absolutely.
Yeah,
I love playlist me, please.
That's crazy because I know sometimes I'm gonna be honest, I search myself just to see it, and you look and you like, dang,
got an artist profile.
You got a profile, and you look and you like, dang man. But like you said, timing is everything. Because I do go back, like, I could have been done this. I could have been further with this. But like you said, you have to grow to be able to appreciate the things that you're doing later. So that's perfect. Like, that's very true. Like, to be that's very true.
Because I don't know if I could have handled feedback, back
Right,
then.
Right. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Might have folded under pressure. Might not have even came out.
And I think that's out of fear, and that's out of the unknown of how people gonna react and what they gonna say and what they not gonna say, and things like that. So I think I can definitely feel for that. So this month is mental health awareness month. I'm real big on it. I'm real big on black, white, green, purple, yellow. Everybody talking about it, but I'm real big on men talking about it because a lot of fellas don't talk about it. And a lot of women don't. They don't even discuss it. Rather, just like how their life is, how their life was, and what it'll be. Sometimes it plays a part on your mind when you wake up in the morning, and you like my guy Genius said, you be in some dark places. What's your outlook on like mental health, like in like therapy and things like that? How do you look at it?
When luckily my mom, when I was having issues in school, like she got me a psychologist. Like she allowed me to go speak to someone. So I'm big on it. I have a therapist. Like I got unpack. One too. Yeah, I
got one too. Mr. Hound's cool. He cool. I shout him out all the time because he made me accountable. Yeah. What do you think? Do you think everybody should at least go once?
I think that everyone should at least go once, but I know that it's not for everyone.
Right.
Because sometimes while you do need that, I know people have trust issues. So they're like, oh, okay, what happened? That anxiety can kick in too. Right. So if there's a way for someone to find some time or some kind of peace of mind in whatever healthy way that they can do it, yes, I support that.
That's dope. Yeah, because I think it's very much needed. And I think we'd be so prideful.
And we hold so much.
Because you got to think you still holding on to the fact that you lost your tooth in third grade and you didn't get that dollar. Or the fact that maybe one time you seen your mom and dad interact a certain kind of way. Or how people treated you at school when there was a choice to what table to sit down.
Yeah.
Those type of things. I think those things play a lot of weight into it as well. So I definitely agree. Like I said, it took me 2 years ago to really realize that out of everybody that was calling me, asking me for everything that they could get, I was the one giving the answers, but I was so lost myself in what I had going on that I couldn't even fathom what it was. So I had to bow out a lot of that times and figure that out as well too. So it was one of those things.
Yeah, putting yourself first is definitely got to do that.
How long did it take you to realize that? To put yourself first? What does that look like?
I'm still learning to put myself first. It's not linear. I see that all the time, like healing, growth, all of that. It's not linear. Like sometimes you'll have slip ups where you don't honor yourself and you don't give yourself the attention that you need. But I think I realized really in 2019 that's when I needed to put myself first. That was like a trying year for me. And even last year, like I went through a couple of things, but I just knew like I deserve better out of life. Like you said, just being a giver, being a person that someone can come to whenever they need you, or being available every time you can be. Right. It's not healthy for yourself. Like it's while you want to stretch yourself thin, you can't do that every time.
Right. That's good.
But yeah, that put me in a perspective of, if I want to grow, like I'm so down for everybody growing, but if I gotta grow too, like I gotta water my garden, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, I have to take care of things here too. And so having the boundaries and setting just expectations for people in your life and allowing them to, or not allowing them, but I'll say giving people the blueprints to yourself sometimes is definitely a way for them to understand. Because it's like, I want to say yes, so that's why you ask.
Right. Or I'm going to do it. Even if I'm tired or even if I don't want to do it. I think that's crazy. But the fact that you made it out is even more of a blessing. For sure. Because sometimes we get in them spots and we don't come out.
And we stay there, yeah. We'll stay there because it's a easy thing to do.
Right. No doubt. So when you balancing out, like, love, like if you was to look at like the word love everybody uses and they throw it out so frequently, what's your views on like love? And it can be vague, wide, short, tall, however you want to look at it, but how do you view your part and like when it comes to love
for me, I'd say it's just an extension of what you're willing to do for another, not necessarily what you're willing to do for another person, but like how I always just think of how deep is your love. Like
Yeah,
every time I
Right.
every time I think of love, like that's what I go to. It's like, how deep is your love? Because it's like, yeah, you'll hold a lot, for somebody that you love.
Right.
But I don't know. I have a viewpoint of love, but I just cannot get it into words. I just think of how deep is your love. Mm-hmm. If y'all know that song by the Bee Gees.
That's it. Okay, no doubt. Because like I said, with love, I think we floated around. Mm-hmm. We floated back and forth because we're trying to.
The word or just being in.
Both.
Okay.
Both. I think we say it so quick, and we ain't even really went through love. We went through a lot of lustful thoughts, lustful seeing, like how we view people and all of those type of deals. So it's been different. Then I think the ideal of love is what we're chasing, but we don't know how to stay in love.
That's okay.
And I think not just with like family, not relationships, just friends, like coworkers and everybody. We'll say, hey, I love you, but the first time they don't do what you want them to do, then the love is gone.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah.
So
that's how you know it's not really at that point. That's a fact. That is definitely a fact.
And I believe it's supposed to be unconditional.
It is. It is.
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe it's supposed to be unconditional, but I don't feel like it should be abused because, some people will look at that unconditional and be like, well, you know, if you really did, like, there are things that are, too far for sure.
No, that's real. That's real. And I think that's something that we don't really talk about. We don't even vibe on it. We just kind of play it or we downplay it and say, okay, yeah, I love you, but the moment you don't do this or you don't do that, then the love is gone, and then the thoughts or process will kind of go back into those things or whatever. So with like your legacy, when you think about your legacy right now, you think about the album. In fact, you did it by yourself and you did it with your people. What do you want your legacy to be?
That I had fun and I did the things that I wanted to do. Honestly, like I don't really think it's any much different than that because I said I was going to do it. I did it, and I'm now continuing to do it after it's been done. So
gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So then, like, with that, when you like your son, what do you want him to know, like, about the world? Like, if you could tell him something or tell another young man, like, about the world, what would you tell him in order to, like, be better equipped?
I'd say just as far as preparation goes, everything that you need, you already have. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel so strongly about the fact that I did it, because I thought you needed to go to a studio to record a song. Right. I thought you needed to, have an engineer. Like, I mean, while you do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I thought you needed that to start. I thought you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I found out, okay, I could do this from my phone. I can do this from my iPad, or even skating. I had those skates, my black skates, since I was in middle school. Kept them in my trunk. Didn't really even use them. Hold
on. You see these skates. So is the tongue flipped up? Because I hear you gotta flip the tongue.
My tongue's not flipped. I have a stiff tongue. I don't know what kind of skates they are. They're from Canada. But.
Okay. Because my cousin was teasing me the other day because I was telling him, like, man, my partner, she on these videos, she's skating and all that. I'm like, bro, listen. He like, but she got her tongue flipped up. I'm like, do that really matter? He like, man, it's just a cool thing.
It is a cool
And they said the brownies don't give you the...
They don't give your ankles is gonna be hurting those brownies. But like even that's definitely a thing that I wasn't doing to do special. You know what I'm saying? I was just like milestones. I already have these skates, so if I want to do a trick or something like that, then all I got to do is just keep going. I have to start.
Gotcha.
I thought I needed some new skates. I'm like, no, we gonna rock with these.
What's up.
That's what I would tell a young anybody. Like everything that you want to go after, everything that you want to do, you already have everything that you need. Like, seriously.
That's cool. No doubt. I think that's dope, man. So, what's we got the awards coming up, right?
Yes, KC People's Choice Awards. It's my first year being nominated as a female vocalist.
How did that throw you?
Man, out of all these talented women in Kansas City.
Shout out to them.
Yeah,
but it's your time.
It is, yeah.
It's your time.
I'm hype about it. I'm really even being just hype about performing too. This is my first time performing. Yeah, performing this year. So it's gonna be fun, even if I definitely, if I don't get it, I'm up there.
I performed, I did it.
We gonna have some fun.
Are you working on the set? You flying something in? What you can't tell us? You got in the cut?
You gotta be there to see that. Be there to see there.
Definitely. I think that's major, man. Because I was in another room and we were just talking like about on Clubhouse. We were just talking about different things, and I think it was like us with the Kentucky Cats, and they were just saying how it was fluent and it was so easy. Like, hey man, vote my people, okay? And they were doing,
yeah. You know what? I actually got it on Clubhouse, the performance opportunity.
Yeah.
So it was like
That's it, man. But I think it's energy. I think you give out good energy, man, because everybody, all of us on there, everybody say, hey, we love jazz. And it's weird because when I see certain ones out, they show love. And when they see you, they like, come on, you with us. You know, so that's dope, man.
I love it.
I think that's dope. I think that's dope. That's a dope thing. And to see us as people to be able to come together and support each other, like, no problem.
No problem, yeah.
And
that's how it should be.
That's how it should be. And I think when I get on, like, the gram, and I see each person like supporting, and they putting you on their story.
Yes,
and you putting them on their story, and I'm like, is this easy? And like my guy, he tell me all the time, like, bro, you just gotta ask your core, your people you talk to every day. They ain't gonna do it, and they not your core.
They're not your people. Yeah,
you just know what it is. But every time you from Pushers and Peddlers to Marlo, Ace, all of them, like everybody, of course, yours, Genius, like, and Genius, he speaks so highly about you. Yeah, he speaks. And now we can get him to drop some of his music with you. I think it'll be like beyond. So
come soon.
I think so. He said he got something in the bag. Yeah,
we working on something now.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be special.
It's gonna be dope. Oh, it's gonna be really special.
That's what's up. So when you look at like emergency contacts, sometimes things change where, say you somewhere and something happens and you have a choice of who you want to call. Who would be the first person you call?
I'm gonna call my mama.
You call mom? That's just because mama's baby. Just is what it is.
Because mama gonna show up.
Mama coming.
It don't matter what time of day it is. Okay. She gonna pick up the phone and she gonna be there. Then I mean, my dad, he's a close. If she not,
So pops is second. Okay, and the reason why I ask, I just tell everybody sometimes you got to have your emergency contacts. Because sometimes you don't even know who you would call in certain situations, and no two people are the same. So certain ones you call for certain things, other ones you call for other things.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
So I need you to do me a favor.
What's that?
Can you tell my peoples, my family, my Good Days, Great Nights family, can you break down Crossroads?
I can break down Crossroads,
break down Crossroads for me, man, because that's my vibe, right? That's...
It's so
I ain't coming. Like, I don't know why. I love it.
I love that because so Crossroads, it was a cold day, y'all. If you hear the song, you'll know it was cold and rainy. Okay. But I was leaving work. It was a Monday, and
Monday blues.
What's really sad, what really breaks my heart about this particular Monday is that I got off work early to do some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So for my car to break down right outside my job. That was just like, for real?
Right.
I got off 30 minutes early. I used my PTO to be stuck on the road.
Gotcha.
But I was in the car. I have a homeboy, his name is JK. He sent me a beat like a couple of weeks prior to that. And I listened to it, but nothing really came to me when I was listening to it before. But I was in the car, didn't have anything to do. I called AAA. They said they were going to be there within 30 minutes. And I just started recording to the beat from my phone. Like I said, I record in the car all the time. So I had my headphones, I recorded the song, and it was just like some real deep introspection.
Yeah, yeah. Like that's why it should be started when it come up because that's one of my ones.
That's
right
the
there.
one. Yes,
that's the one.
It was just. I was there. I'd say for like maybe 2 hours.
Yeah.
No heat coming from nowhere. So it was so
really cold.
It was
so
cold.
That's what's in the voice, is that?
Yes.
Okay,
it is all like so all of that I recorded there, and then the background vocals, like the harmonies and stuff, that's what I worked on when I got home, and I posted it as soon as I got home, really, after I finished it. Yeah, I was like, here, y'all gonna get this song. And it's so funny from that. I posted my story on Instagram too, like why the song came to be.
Right.
And I had a few cash apps from people. They were trying to help me out the situation. Yes, I was like, thank you.
Get you back on the road.
I actually, RIP to that car, but we in something new now.
That's what's up. So we play some instruments too, though, right?
Yes, I do.
Tell me about these instruments. You got a couple of them that you play.
I do. So I've been playing the flute since I was in third grade.
Right.
Keys I've been playing since I was about third grade too. Guitar I actually picked up in quarantine. The bass guitar I picked up last year. And I can also play the saxophone a little bit because it's similar to the flute, but I just don't have one. I'm going to get me one soon.
That's cool.
Yeah, but I played the viola.
I had a little viola.
You did?
5th grade.
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody. They might not think I was, you know what I'm saying? Because they was like, why you want to play the violin or the bass? I'm like, the bass was cool, but
yeah.
viola had that, it had a little thump.
Yes.
It just was just something special.
No, we love the bass. We love the bass.
I like that. And then middle school, I played the trombone for a little bit.
Oh, okay. That's a difficult one.
Yeah, let's slide.
I don't even understand. Yeah, I don't even, because it's not like there's a place you could see. There's no markers.
No
There's
markers.
like, are we full arm? Are we a little bit of arm?
And I'm like, yeah, I'm too cool for this.
It's hard.
I got too cool. My dad used to be like, why you stop playing the bone? You was good. I was like, nah, man, I'm cool. All that spitting and walking around with this mouthpiece, and then you
that
put the
and
mouthpiece.
the trumpet. Yeah, that's like how you
cool.
got 3 notes. And
That's it.
What are you doing?
That's it. So I was like, I'm cool. And then I used to want to be a singer. I ain't got it.
No,
but I thought I had it.
And vocal, everything is training. Everything is.
I think so too. But I just.
If you want to get in your R&B bag, you can.
Nah, man. Listen now. I was the cat in school that wrote the letters to get you out of trouble.
Ooh-wee.
So if it was a girl, she said, "Can you write this letter for my boy?" I would just change the word around. Or if can you write this letter for my girl? I would just change the word. You know what I'm saying?
You had good penmanship.
I'm cold at that.
I love it.
My grandma made us sit at the table every day. Big Chief tablet, big pencil. You gotta write it. You gotta know how to write. You gotta know how to write.
And cursive too.
I'm a cursive. I'm teaching my daughter right now because they don't teach that in school.
They don't know.
So I'm teaching her right now.
How they gonna sign their name?
They just want them initially with the iPad.
Oh.
You know how it is nowadays. Everything's so like touchscreen, computer friendly. But definitely, man, that music. Back then, I thought that was my dream. So reason why I say I'm so proud of you because you living out a dream.
Mm-hmm. That's what I used to write out. Like when I was a kid, when I used to write, you get those papers. What do you want to be when you get older? There's like so many that say singer. There's so many that say actress. But then like people, they never, and I mean, no diss to, any of the schools I went to, but they never had those people come up there. Right. They had practical dreams that you had to achieve. Officer. And it's so funny that you said that about the coloring within the lines because I think about that often like, maybe I could have I could have started earlier if somebody could have told me that this is what I could do.
This is what you can do.
Like you can be honest with people. Like I volunteer with Junior Achievements, right?
Okay.
So we'll go into like classrooms and teach them about this is how much school you need to do this. Like I went in there. A lot of people wanted to do sports and stuff like that. Okay. Cool. This is how many years of school you may have to do. This is how much you get. That type of thing. But you don't make that dream unachievable. You don't make kids believe like only one in, whatever can do this. It's like if you really, really, really want to do something, you can do it. It's
right.
Bring creatives to career day. Okay, that's me saying that. Pretty much.
Yes. But it was different though. I think because I'll be 37 this year. So my first time seeing that. I think one of my OGs, he took me to the YMCA over in Raytown. Had a poetry jam.
Love that. I went to Boys and Girls Club. We did stuff like that too. So it's like those after school, before and after, they'll give you that. Them schools that be like, okay, so you can be a lawyer. We have a lawyer here, we love. We love to see them. You want to be a doctor? We got a doctor here.
We have a teacher. And we have the trash man, and we have the guy who works at the plant.
Yep.
And you can work hard, and that's it.
Tell people they can do. Like art is definitely something we need. Like you need an outlet. You don't turn on the radio and you can turn on the radio and get taught, but you don't turn on the radio for a dissertation. You know what I'm saying? You turn on for some inspiration. And stuff.
Yeah. I think I definitely agree, and I think with our generation and the generation now is turning. Because you have a group of people then that parents was telling them, no, get you a job. Dang that dream stuff.
Yeah.
Get you a job so you can provide. Now, the newer generation and the younger ones, the millennials, they're like, hey, I got something I want to do, and I don't want to sit behind a desk forever. I want to be my own boss. I want to be my own engineer. I want to do what I need to do. And I think that that's amazing because, like, for so long, we've been always dictated and told, like, hey, you have to do it this way. And if you don't do it this way, then, it won't work.
It won't work. It will not work for you.
And so now to see people, like, Quarantine brought a lot of dope stuff out of people that have been held in for so long, where they didn't even know they can do it. You ain't have no choice. You can make as many albums as you want now. You can do as many flyers, programs, all of that.
That is a fact.
So I think that was definitely dope. So if my people want to reach you and they want to tap in with you, what's the social medias and everything?
And it's Jass R Couch, JASSR Couch, like the one you sit on.
Okay, Jass Couch. Okay, so then right now, if you could put a project together and you could get an EP, we'll say 4 songs. Who would your features be?
Anybody?
You can pick anybody.
Let's see.
Anybody. I just want to show them how broad you are. They don't know, so I'm trying to bless you.
Anybody.
Dead or alive.
Dead or alive? Do not.
Dead or alive.
Because I'm going to get me a Marvin Gaye feature if we talking.
Marvin Gaye?
Yes, I'm going to get me I'm going to do a whole, actually, can he be all
He going to do all the production too, or is he just?
Listen, him and Stevie. Okay. I'm going to do it, it's going to be them two. That's all. He going to play the piano for me while me and Marvin sing. I don't know, like Tammy Terrell, you know what? Me and Marvin just going to do a project.
So did you grow
Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby.
Ain't nothing like the real thing. So did your parents push Marvin on you? Or how'd you catch
I came to Marvin on my own.
Okay.
Now, I would say, when I was younger, I thought he was such a handsome man. I did.
Okay.
I was crushing, but I listened to him like, so one of my favorite movies is Remember the Titans.
Of course.
Ain't No Mountain, of course.
Right.
I didn't even know that was him.
Until you just said it, I promise I didn't know.
No way.
I did not know. I just know the song when they sing it. I didn't know.
Well, that's Marvin. So I didn't
hear all that shucking and jiving. That's the only part I didn't know, But that's cool.
But when I heard, oh my gosh, the I Want You deluxe album, changed my life.
Changed it. I'm looking for it on vinyl. I just don't want to pay the tag on it.
Yeah, no.
But I want it on vinyl.
Well, if I just stumble upon it at a record store, just somebody didn't know what they had. Who is this Marvin character?
Yeah.
Get it out of here.
That's what I do. I do a lot of the moving around through the vending stores trying to find it. I just don't want the tag they got on it.
No.
I just recently picked up some Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah.
I got him tucked away.
Ooh, them bass lines go crazy. I practice Curtis Mayfield bass lines often. Yeah. Often. That's why that's like my era of music. Like I really love soul music.
So you should have been born back then.
No, I don't think. Like I could do the bell bottoms, but I need some variety. Like, let me wear my bell bottoms on Monday, but then my baggy pants on Tuesday. Right. Like I kind of have like an eclectic style. I could change it up here, and there. But yeah, no, not bell bottoms every day in all colors.
Right. So okay, with the style part, the confidence. How'd you find your balance in that? Because the world says, in order to sell records, you got to be this way. You got to look this way. You got to be sexy this way. You got to be this type of person. How did you find your balance and saying like, hey, this is who I am?
If you ask somebody, they would tell you I've always been that way.
For real?
My mom's a very confident woman. Very she dresses very well. So it was like inevitable. I wasn't like that until I graduated. I will say that because I was a little dusty.
Not dusty. You were just trying to find yourself. You was dusty?
I was dusty, but I was trying to find myself, but I don't think I was looking for myself very hard.
Are we talking like FUBU outfits? Are we talking jersey dresses? Like what are we saying?
No, I never got a jersey dress. I'm still looking for my jersey dress. You missed out on a pinnacle point in life right there. Yeah, I did. If anybody knows where I can find a good jersey dress, let me know. But no, just like I didn't match very well. I did not match.
They don't match now, so
that's a fact.
So you was a trendsetter.
But there's some concept. There's some method to the madness now.
Okay.
I have seen some crazy fits.
Gotcha.
No, I was dusty. I'm gonna just claim that.
If you want to take it, you want to take it.
But when I started, coming into my own, just like as a woman and not like a high schooler or a middle schooler.
Right.
My mom, she just, you wearing that? And I'd be like, I was, but
I'll go change.
We'll fix this. So her guidance and just her really leading by example. I feel like I came into my style and just being confident in what I wear.
That's cool. That's cool. So when you looking at it in that sense, and you giving guidance to another like female musician, what would you say outside of course you said you can do it, it don't take that much, but what would be the gems that you would give, like maybe 2 or 3 gems you would give to an artist that's trying to make their way?
I would say put it out. That's like the first thing.
Right.
Because I know people are in their heads, but it's like, even if it doesn't pop today, that doesn't mean that the sound won't reach you. You know what I'm saying? That time is people can make timeless music. That's a fact. We've seen that with like Leave the Door Open, right? Like that's not, you know, that happens. But then you'll have songs that like what's that Lizzo song? It didn't pop until 3 years later. That you could have had a bad. You know?
Yeah.
She had that song out years ago before it hit the mainstream. So it's like, even if it's not that day that you get the love, you can get the love if you just release the song, release the project, show us your pen game. That's what I would tell. Yeah, I would tell somebody. And like I said, everything that you feel like you need, you already have.
Okay. So
that's a gem.
That's a gem. So we're gonna get ready to get out. I kind of want to go out here. What's your song right now? It can be your own. It don't have to be a cover. If you was to hum a little bit, just a little bit.
A little bit, okay.
What would you give me right now?
A song that's on the top of my head.
Off of your project.
Oh, off of my project.
Or something
okay.
something you got in the cut. Something you think that one of our people in the church would want to hear in the Toxic Church. It's one.
No, listen. So I'm gonna say this. So I sent a song to. I sent a song to Car, and she's upset with me right now.
Why?
Because the song is about 1 minute and 15 seconds, right?
Okay.
But it stops very abruptly. It's called Simpin'.
Okay.
And so I did this thing. It's called like Late Night Lullabies, where I'm up always just making music. Right. And so like sometimes on a whim, I just like upload it. And so I uploaded it in the thread, and she was like, send this to me. So now the Toxic Church has heard it, and they're all upset about how it ended. So I'll sing a little bit of that.
You give me a little bit of that. They here for that. They here for that. The church is here. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. So it goes. I should pretend that I'm over you. Do all those things I'm supposed to do, like stay out all night until I find a guy. I should pretend that I don't need you, but why would I do something I don't need to do? And that's lie, 'cause I know I'm not all right. That's what's up.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah. I'll send it to you, too. Anybody that want to hear it, just hit me up in my DMs. I'll send it to you.
That's what's up, man. I'll tell you this. I've been trying to get you for a while. I appreciate you for coming.
For sure. I appreciate the invitation.
I appreciate you. And whenever, new projects, whatever, just want to come talk, I got one that I'm going to run by you. I'm doing one called here soon. Called Ladies Night.
All right.
I would love for you to sit in with a group of women. I'm trying to get people from different groups to sit down and just have a conversation just about life. And we're going to sit down at the table. I think I just got a situation locked up real good for a good space. Okay. And just have everybody just kind of sit and talk.
Who's that lady? I'm your lady.
That's what's up. So one more time, give your handles before we get ready to get up out of here.
So it is Jass R Couch, JASSR Couch, and I can also be found on all streaming platforms. You can actually search Jass R Couch and it'll pop up too. I don't know why, but we'll roll with it.
Okay, that's cool. So before we get out of here, of course, like I tell y'all all the time, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for supporting. May God be your seatbelt and we be your direction, or we be your direction and God be your seatbelt. Till we see each other again, never goodbye. I always see you later, man. Y'all be cool. Be safe.
What's good with you? How the fans doing? Everybody Gucci?
Slow motion.